giving us the grace that we are alive because of His mercy this morning. You have morning is His mercy and His grace.
We are following the developments here at Success on the East Coast of Demerara, involving the removal of scores of squatters from lands belonging to the National Industrial Commercial Investment Limited (NISL) and the Guyana Sugar Corporation (GuySuCo). The Central Housing and Planning Authority, along with officers from the Ministry of Housing, are currently here at the Chateau Margot Primary School, meeting with those squatters along with other residents from the area who have already applied for lands with the Ministry of Housing. I can tell you that yesterday, the National Industrial and Commercial Investment Limited, along with GuySuCo and the Central Housing and Planning Authority, moved in to remove squatters from the area which they occupied. That led to clashes between the squatters and the protesters as the authorities sought to remove a bridge. The squatters hurled missiles at the authorities, and the armed police ranks responded with the use of pellets and tear gas. Today, what we're seeing here is that officers from the Central Housing and Planning Authority are accommodating those squatters. There are two lines, one for persons who have already applied for house lots with the Ministry of Housing, and those applications are pending. And the authorities are also conducting new applications. Those applying here this morning were asked last evening to turn up with their documents, which would include valid identification, birth certificate for children if they have any, their tax identification number, TIN certificate, and they would be accommodated and looked after by the authorities here this morning. We have been speaking to several of those persons who have already engaged the authorities, and we'll take a look at what they had to say.
Australia. I only sell bread for a living. That's all I sell for a living. Bread, and have to maintain two children and a sickly old grandmother. And having to pay rent, depending on her pension, is nothing easy. It is very hard. So I decided to occupy a piece of land at the back there to knock up a 2x2 where it will ease the strain off for me, because she's not seeing well. I don't have a permanent job. I sell in bread. Now every day the business is be bright. Some days the business be very slow. Some days you go back in with most of your bread and you have bills to pay. So do you think it is right now for us to be paying these big set of rent that the landlord calling before 5 o'clock that they're by your door knocking for rent money? It's not easy. It's very easy. It's not easy. It's very hard.
The process this morning wasn't bad, but I am living in Success here. I applied for house lot since 2014, and I live in my mother-in-law place, and it don't be easy. And I end up squatting at the back there too, and I just hope and praying to get through because I need my own place.
What assurances they gave you this morning?
Well, this morning when I got there, they say we will get you. They just take me information and say they will get back to me, take me telephone number and so I don't know.
They didn't give you any time frame to get the job?
No, they didn't give me any time frame.
GuySuCo released a statement yesterday where it said that it was looking to revive its operations, and in so doing it needed the land that is currently being occupied by the squatters to allow its operations to move forward. The Minister of Housing, Colin Crowe, released a statement last evening in which he said that he met with squatters in the area twice before. The minister also said in that statement that the Central Housing and Planning Authority was looking to acquire a piece of the land from GuySuCo so that they can regularize it and have the squatters remain there legally. We've also been speaking with the Chief Executive Officer of the Central Housing and Planning Authority, Mr. Greaves, who also updated us at length on the situation at the back of Success. Let's take a look.
The role of the Central Housing and Planning Authority here today is to try as far as possible to provide house lots to the persons who would have gone and squatted in the Sussex area. I want to make it clear that those lands do not belong to Central Housing and Planning. Those are GuySuCo's lands, and GuySuCo is responsible for that land. However, Central Housing and Planning, in the interest of serving the public and fulfilling its mandate, is here today to ensure that those persons are given the best opportunity to get house lots. There is a process by which every citizen of Guyana must go through to get a house lot, and squatting is not one of those processes. All Guyanese citizens who apply and meet the requirements will be given a house lot. The government has made a commitment to give out 50,000 housing units or house lots in the next 5 years. And these persons that are out there will form part of that 50,000.
CEO, can you say what is the specific plan for placing these squatters? Because some of them are saying that they've already invested, they already have structures at the back there. Can you say what is the specific plan?
Well, I don't want to speak to that. That is GuySuCo initial issue in terms of that land. I'm speaking on behalf of Central Housing and Planning Authority, who will be dealing with persons who have applied and who are now applying, because we have put systems in place for those who never applied to apply, and we will find house lots for them within Region 4. Right now, we are preparing 22 different areas for house lots all across Guyana. They will fall within those 22 areas.
The squatters who have occupied lands at the back of Success belonging to the Guyana Sugar Corporation are saying that they have made heavy investments to erect structures there, and they are not too keen on having to move. They have requested that the Ministry of Housing and the Central Housing and Planning Authority look to regularize the area so that they can remain there. Reporting from Success, I'm Kurt Campbell.